Welcome to my channel. I am Old Man Channel. That is my channel. Well, I have come to this place to look around the forest to see how things are done. Well, we have come here to see the great Mugumo tree just because that is a tree that has one tribe in Kenya that is called the Kikuyu. It is a symbolic meaning of how they love their God. The Kikuyu people are more religious. They love their God, and this is where they call their church. In fact, when we talk of the Mugumo tree, we talk about many other things. It is the one that decides about when rain will rain, because this is where they come for the lectures to call their God so that the rain may rain. In fact, in this tree, the beliefs are many, and for sure, this is what happens. In fact, as we can go around and see this tree, let us go around. Up now this is the tree, and for sure I'm going to go inside to show you where people go and do their elections. You know, their ceremonies are done here. In fact, when there's no rain, the selected people or the ordained priests of the Kikuyu tribe comes here, and this is where they do slaughter of their goats. In fact, as we go inside, you can see it's a very big tree. It is about more or less 30 meters high and about 15 meters wide. As we can go inside, you'll see the tree. In fact, it's got a lot of many other things because it is even medicinal. It's even medicinal, and surely this is where the people who are doing the lectures come, and in fact I'm going to go inside so that we may go even near the tree. In fact, this is where I'm going, and this is where the people who are ordained, people who are supposed to do the lectures, this is where they do their lectures, and for sure, this is where they slaughter their goats. In fact, when there is slaughter, when there is a lot of slaughter, this is where they come to sacrifice for their God, the guy of Kirinyaga. And for sure, when they come here and sacrifice, when there is drought, rain comes automatically. When there is floods, this is where they come and slaughter a goat so that the floods may, in fact, stop killing people. In fact, it's a very good tree. As you can see, it's a big one. As you can see, in fact, they are floating. In fact, I believe my cameraman is going to come around so that he'll help to show you how far the tree is. In fact, you can even look at the tree and see how far it is. Yes, now you can see. You can see. Come around this edge. My cameraman and try to view inside there so that they may see how far the tree is. It's a big one. Come here, come here. It's a very big tree. You can see inside there. There's one side. There's one side, as you can see. This one side. In fact, it has got a lot of many other things. This is the Mugumo tree, the great Mugumo tree. In fact, is the tree that most people, the Kikuyu people, love the most. In fact, as you can see, it's a very big tree. It goes even right down there, where I cannot reach. You can see how far the Mugumo tree is. In fact, as my cameraman can come around, you see how wide the tree is. How wide the tree is. In fact, this is all the tree. This is the Mugumo tree. In fact, there's a myth that if you want to change from a boy to a girl, you come and go around this tree for 7 times, and you change from a boy to a girl. In fact, if we are a girl and you want to become a boy, you go and come around this tree for about 7 times. You go around and surely you turn automatically and become a boy. In fact, we are coming from boundary shoes so that we may go around this tree and see how wide the tree is. In fact, this is the Mugumo tree. This is the Mugumo tree, and we have got a lot of many other things to tell you. In fact, we are just trying to go around it because it is, in fact, as you can see, it's a very big tree. It's a very big tree, and for sure, this is where rituals were being done. In fact, the Mugumo tree is also medicinal. If you take the leaves and you boil them when a girl refuses you or a man refuses a girl, you sprinkle that water into that man. Automatically he loves you. Now we are going down. We are going down the drain so that we may see the full tree and how it is. In fact, it's a giant tree. It's the dragon tree. It's a giant one. In fact, it's a giant one. That you can see how it is. You can see how it is. So this is where we are going. Now, my dear viewers, we are going down to see the other side of the tree because you cannot see it from one side. Now I'm just trying to drop where the tree is, and surely this is why I was telling you. It's a giant tree. It's about 20 meters wide and 70 meters tall. In fact, it's very, very, very tall. Now this is where we are going. We are going on the water, and that's why I'm telling you. When a boy refuses you, or a girl refuses a boy, you just take the leaves of this tree, medicinal, and you sprinkle. You just sprinkle, and that man automatically loves you. As you can see, my dear viewers, now this is the tree. This is now where we are going to have its main view. It is very tall. What I was telling you, this is all its trunk. In fact, it's all its trunk. And in fact, this, here inside is where the people who are doing the leisures, in fact, the ceremony of cleansing, this is where they come in. In fact, not everybody is allowed to come in here, apart from those people who are selected by the community, those people who are clean, those people who have never done anything in the community, and those people who are very clean. In fact, not everybody is supposed to enter this place. In fact, this is the tree, as you can see it. This is the Mugumo tree. It's historical. It's a historical tree. As you can see it, very historical. It's very historical. This is, in fact, on the first band in the wilderness, and this is where we used to do our rituals. As you can see, this the Mugumo tree. This is how it looks like. I believe there are many people who have never seen the Mugumo tree. Well, my dear viewers, as you know, I like you because you watch my videos, and surely enough, I believe you subscribe, you like, and you share my videos. I am Old Man Channel.